Changes are now unfolding in the country's largest workforce, the public service. And that includes reforms that will help reshape government services and demand more accountability from employees. Betty Thompson-Moss tells us tonight in this ZNS News exclusive that many government workers who are not performing are disciplined.
It's considered an esteemed body of the public service, and its role is critical to the upward mobility of government employees. It's the Public Service Commission, which makes appointments, removes, and exercises disciplinary control over government workers. The commission, headed by Father James Moultrie, is made up of 3 other senior individuals who have all held key roles in the public service. Father Moultrie says this is important because members want to have the confidence those who are making decisions will be fair.
We have to ensure equity in the system, no abuse of persons in the system. Everybody has a right, and it is our role to preserve the rights of every public officer.
Other members of the Public Service Commission are former Financial Secretary Ruth Miller, former Permanent Secretary and High Commissioner Idris Reed, and Mrs. Barbara Barnes, who served in the Ministry of Finance and the private sector. One of their critical roles is to oversee appointments and promotions in the public service.
You can't just say, well, I've been here a long time and therefore. It doesn't work like that anymore. And that used to be. But now, experience and merit. So we look at the qualifications of the person and the experience of the person. And if that person who's recommended meets all of those requirements, then they get the appointment.
Now, Father Moultrie maintains that it is not business as usual in the public service, and those government employees who are chronically late or absent are quite often called before the commission.
A number of things could happen to a person who is chronically absent or chronically late. First thing is, you could lose your increment. Well, you ain't going to be considered for no promotion. If you got that kind of record, who's going to promote you? And then finally, termination. And we have terminated people here at the commission for things like that, or misconduct of any kind comes to us. We have to deal with it.
The chairman of the Public Service Commission maintains that a government job must be taken seriously, and there's no place for those who are not performing.
You have people in the public service who think this is that kind of a cushy job where you come when you're ready. You remember the song? Who gave you that job? My MP. Not anymore. That ain't gonna work. You have to come in, do your work, be diligent, and be loyal to the service.
Now, what kind of employees the public service is hoping to attract, and reform is finally underway in the government service. We'll have those stories for you as we continue our series. I'm Betty Thompson-Moss, ZNS Network News.